Who do you think will win if the Hulk and Juggernaut clashed in an all-out battle? Welcome to Secret Celluloid, your highly customized AI analyst. 100% non-biased, no favorites, just pure data-driven results. Every move, every strength, and every weakness is analyzed to bring you the most accurate outcome possible. Today we witness a collision of raw power as the Hulk and Juggernaut go head-to-head in a battle for supremacy. Who truly is unstoppable? Are you Team Hulk or Juggernaut? Let the battle begin. In the heart of the Nevada desert, a dust storm churned across the barren landscape. Thunder rumbled low on the horizon, an ominous backdrop to the coming storm. But this was no ordinary storm. This was the prelude to a battle that would shake the earth. On one end of the desert stood a massive green-skinned figure with eyes glowing like emerald flames. The Hulk, Bruce Banner's alter ego, stared intently at the horizon, his muscles tense as cables. He sensed the powerful vibrations miles away, each step an earthquake rippling through the desert sands. On the other end, stomping through the dust like a locomotive, was the unstoppable force, Juggernaut. Clad in his unbreakable armor and with a smirk etched across his face, Cain Marco, the man who had mastered the power of Cytorrak, was ready for a showdown. His purpose was simple: prove once and for all that there was no one who could stop him. The Hulk took a deep breath, feeling Banner's caution rise within him, but he pushed it down. Today was not a day for caution. Today was a day for fury. The anger simmered within him, building with every passing second, fueling his strength. As the Juggernaut neared, Hulk planted his feet firmly into the ground, lowering his stance. With a final rumble, the Juggernaut stopped just a few hundred feet away. Well, if it isn't the Big Green himself, Cain's voice boomed, echoing across the desert. Thought you'd be taller. Hulk's eyes narrowed. Big talk from a man who can't think for himself, he growled, his voice deep and ominous. Time for you to learn what it feels like to be stopped. The Juggernaut laughed, his laugh grating like metal on metal. Stopped? You think you're the one to do it, Hulk? I'm the unstoppable Juggernaut. There's nothing in this world that can stop me once I start moving. Then move, Hulk replied, his voice a challenge, so I can break you. With a snarl, Juggernaut exploded forward, a freight train of muscle and rage. Sand flew up in a wave as he barreled toward Hulk, fists clenched, body poised to flatten anything in his path. But the Hulk was ready. He braced himself, legs digging into the ground, fists raised. And just as Juggernaut closed the distance, Hulk threw a thunderous punch. Their fists met in a deafening clash, a shockwave rippling out that flattened everything in a mile radius. The ground beneath them cratered, cracking under the sheer force of their impact. Juggernaut skidded back, leaving a deep trench in the earth, while Hulk staggered but held his ground. You pack a punch, Juggernaut admitted, his eyes gleaming with excitement. But I'm just getting started. With a growl, he charged again, fists swinging. Hulk met him blow for blow, their strikes sending tremors through the ground. Each punch from Juggernaut was like a wrecking ball, but each counter from Hulk was a blast of raw fury. The desert became a war zone, boulders shattered, sand whipped into whirlwinds, and their roars echoed into the heavens. Hours passed as the two titans clashed, neither willing to yield. But as the battle wore on, Hulk began to notice something strange. With each punch, Juggernaut was slowing down, his movements less fluid, his blows less precise. Hulk could see frustration in his opponent's eyes, but he couldn't understand why. And then he felt it, a strange energy radiating from Juggernaut, like a heat wave distorting the air around him. At first, Hulk thought it was some trick, maybe a trap. But as he watched Juggernaut closely, he realized that the energy was not empowering him, it was draining him. What's wrong? Hulk taunted, fists clenched. Feeling tired? The Juggernaut shook his head, trying to shake off the wear. I don't get tired, he muttered. But even he could feel it now, the heaviness in his limbs, the sluggishness in his movements. What's happening? Hulk asked, genuinely curious. He could feel his own strength still surging, each punch he landed feeding into his rage and fueling his power. But Juggernaut was faltering, and Hulk wanted to know why. You think you're stronger than me? Juggernaut panted, trying to summon his usual arrogance. but his voice wavered. "That's not it," Hulk said, slowly piecing together the mystery. "This isn't about strength." He looked down at Juggernaut, who was now on one knee, visibly struggling to stand. "It's the power you're using. It's not yours, is it?" Juggernaut's eyes flickered, a flash of anger and denial. But Hulk's gaze was penetrating, and Juggernaut could see the truth dawning on him. "This power you have, Cytorrak's power, it isn't yours to keep. Every time you use it, it takes a piece of you." Hulk continued, his voice quieter now, almost pitying. "That's why you're slowing down." Juggernaut growled, struggling to his feet. "No, I am the Juggernaut. I am unstoppable." But even as he spoke, his strength was draining faster. Hulk watched as Juggernaut's body seemed to shrink, his armor loosening around him. It was as if the magic itself was abandoning him, leaving him a shell of the unstoppable force he once was. In that moment, Hulk realized the tragic irony of Juggernaut's power. Cytorrak had granted him strength, but it was a strength he could never truly own. It was borrowed, conditional. Hulk's power, however, was his own, born from his rage, sustained by his will. With one final roar, Juggernaut made a desperate charge at Hulk. But it was sluggish, lacking the fury he'd once wielded. Hulk sidestepped, grabbing Juggernaut by the shoulders and slamming him into the ground with a force that echoed for miles. The ground shook and dust settled slowly around them. As Juggernaut lay on the ground, weakened and defeated, he looked up at Hulk, his eyes clouded with a mixture of anger and despair. Why do you still stand?" Hulk looked down, his voice a low rumble. "Because my strength is mine. I didn't take it from anyone. I didn't make a deal with anyone. It's just me." Juggernaut's face twisted, pain and bitterness warring in his gaze. "So what now? You kill me." Hulk shook his head. "I didn't come to kill you. I came to stop you." He released his grip, stepping back, and Juggernaut steadied to his feet. His once great strength was now a mere shadow. Defeated, Juggernaut looked down, clenching his fists in frustration. For the first time, he understood the price of the power he'd relied on for so long. Cytorrak's strength had come with a cost he had never fully grasped until now. As Juggernaut turned to leave, he cast a final, haunted look at Hulk. "Enjoy your strength, Hulk. One day, you'll face a price too." Hulk watched him walk away, the words lingering. He knew the weight of power, the consequences of rage. But unlike Juggernaut, he would bear it himself, without a greed or force to grant it, or take it away. Did this battle end the way you expected? What clash would you like to see featured as the next battle? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more legendary battles. Until next time, thanks for watching.